Hi everyone, I'm just going to wait for a few people to join. While we're waiting, my name is Sasha. Hi Rashi, hi Em, lovely to have you here. It's so great to be able to do this. It's a public holiday here in Melbourne, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to jump on and have a chat to everyone because it's so rare I get to actually do this. Hi Emma, hi Reese, welcome. Hi Tanya. Hi Em. I love seeing everyone come on. Please feel free to write in the chat and say hello, or particularly if you've got any questions around this topic that I'm going to chat about. Hi Kim. Morning Kate. Welcome. Hi Jake. Nice to see you all here. Okay, well, I'm going to get started anyway. I'll start chatting and hopefully a few more people will join as well. Hello, Kate. Good morning. It's so nice to have you. So, I really wanted to jump on this morning. Hi, Anna. So gorgeous to see you. I really wanted to talk today, hey Kim, about self love and confidence. Hi, Bronwyn, and really beginning to build this within ourselves. It's something that I've had to work on a lot over my life, and something that I really love sharing with my clients because so many people come to me, feeling like a lot of self doubt. They don't have the confidence to go out there and do what they want in the world. And there can be a quality of, I guess, not enoughness or not really valuing the self. And unfortunately, if we don't love ourselves, it makes it really difficult to go out in the world and create what we really want to in our lives. But the great news about our beliefs that we have is that we can actually change them, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit today. So self-love, firstly, it's really beginning to see yourself as whole, no matter maybe any mistakes you've made, anything that's happened in the past, any beliefs that you have about yourself, to know that you are whole exactly as you are. We're human. We're all imperfect. We all make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. But it's really being able to step into who you are and really loving yourself, and really also too being really mindful about how you speak to yourself and what you say to yourself. What are the words? What is the language that you're using? Often we would never speak to a friend the way we speak to ourselves. So we really want to bring that kindness and compassion towards ourselves as we move through this world. A lot of our beliefs about ourselves, they really begin when we're young. From the ages of 0 to 7 is when our young brains are most impacted. And that's at a point in our lives where so much can happen then. It can be the way we're parented, it can be the carers that we have, it can happen in the playground. All these little things can happen to us, but we carry them with us throughout our whole life if we don't start recognizing them and beginning to start to shift them and change them, because we don't want that stuff running the show. And so it's really beginning to start to really understand what those things are. Like, what are those stories that you're constantly repeating to yourself? And during the practice today, I'm going to actually sort of start to tap into that and invite you into that. I know for a long time mine was the classic one, I'm not enough. And to begin to reframe that, and just as a basic example, changing that to I am enough, just starting to change that statement that you have. So the great thing we know about our brains now and neuroplasticity is that we can actually change the way our brain works. And they thought up until even like about 15 years ago that you couldn't actually change your brain, that by the time you were an adult it was fixed. But now we know that we can, and it's really this rewiring and reprogramming, and just constantly being able to choose this new thought. They say it actually takes about 400 times, and that feels probably like a huge amount. But if you have been saying that same statement to yourself over and over and over and over again since you were young, 400 times is actually not necessarily that much. So what we really want to be able to do is start to notice when that old programming is going on, when those old stories come up, and literally beginning to change that statement. So what else did I want to say to you? Too, really when we realize we can change our limiting beliefs, that's when we become so powerful, especially when there's something that you want to create in your life. Um, if you know what it is that you want and your beliefs back you up and you take action, there really is nothing you can't accomplish. And really, you know, changing those beliefs and really believing in yourself and creating that self-love for yourself, really building that within you, it really helps you to take action out in the world. And just one thing on confidence and that courage to move forward. Firstly, just taking small steps is really important. Sometimes it can feel really overwhelming just to take that first step. So just taking that first step can build courage. But what I wanted to share with you as well, which was around sort of our fears, because our fears really do hold us back too. And fear actually is the same physiological experience in the body as excitement, but fear is, we look at something as pretty much the worst case scenario. That's what our brains like to go into. So our fear, we can constantly focus on that fear, or we can see all these other possibilities. So, yes, of course, that's a possibility, but there's all these other outcomes that are possible. And when you start projecting onto, the future experience as being positive, this is when the excitement builds. So what I encourage is, if you do have a fear that stops you from going forward, look at what that is, but also sit down and go, okay, well, yeah, that's a possibility, but what are all the other possibilities that might be possible, that are positive, that could go so well? And start to tap into those, and that can really empower you as well. So I think maybe we'll get into the meditation practice. If anyone does have any questions, feel free to write those in the chat. I'm more than happy to answer them before we get started, or I can answer them at the end. But I do want to move into the practice before we get too far down the track. So this practice is going to work with our solar plexus. So our solar plexus is about, it's where we connect to our courage, our will, our inner strength. And I'm also going to connect into your heart. And our heart is obviously where we build that self-love that I really want to encourage you all to tap into. So we're going to work on both of those things. And I'm also going to invite you to tap into one of your limiting beliefs, or one of those thoughts that you notice, one of those stories that you always tell yourself. So we're going to tap into that. I encourage you to choose something that you feel comfortable exploring today. And, it doesn't have to be right up there on a 10 level. It might just be around a 4 or a 5. But something that you sort of always tell yourself that you'd like to begin to shift and change. All right, so let's get started with the practice. And if you have any questions at the end, I'm more than happy to answer them. All right, so have a nice, straight, upright back. It's important to have a straight spine during meditation, just so you can breathe really easily, and also so that the energy can move through your body. Today we really do want to start to begin to shift that energy, shifting those old thoughts, those old patterns. And take a moment to really arrive. Feel your sit bones on the chair. You might feel internal sensations, sounds around you. And just allow them all to be a part of the practice today. Everything coming and going in your awareness. And take a moment to acknowledge how you feel in this moment. Allowing anything to be here. Not rejecting yourself or judging yourself. Welcoming yourself as whole, just as you are. Connecting to your breath. Feel your body breathe. And bring the awareness of your breath into the area of your diaphragm, your belly area. And breathe into your belly for a count of 3. And out for a count of 5. Slowly beginning to extend your exhalation. If it's in your capacity, you can also increase that to breathing in for 4 and out for 8. But just do what feels right for you in this moment. When you breathe in this way, you calm your nervous system. And you signal to your mind, your body, your heart that in this moment everything is okay. And I invite you to bring to mind one of those stories that you tell yourself. It could be I'm not enough, or I'm not lovable, I'm not smart enough, I'm too old, I'm too young, I don't know enough. There's so many stories that we tell ourselves. And just pick one that really resonates with you, whether that be one that I mentioned or one that you really know deep down about yourself that you constantly tell yourself. And notice how that makes you feel. That this thought is not conducive to you thriving out in the world. That it's not who you are. and that you no longer have to believe this thought. And what is the opposite of that thought? Something that you could change. That each time you notice that old thought, that old pattern come up, that is not who you are. What could you change that to? I am enough. I am lovable. I am capable of anything I want to do. And bring your awareness into your belly. Just breathing easily and effortlessly now. And about 2 inches back from your navel, see or sense an almond-shaped flame. Each time you breathe in, this flame grows brighter and brighter. And I invite you to place into this flame any self-doubt, all those criticisms that you tell yourself, any of those fears. Place them into the flame to be transmuted and transformed. Our solar plexus is where we assimilate life and transform our experiences. And this flame holds the qualities of courage, confidence, inner strength. It's more powerful than any fear or doubt. And that golden light of the flame burns brighter and brighter. And begin to draw that light up into the area of your heart. You may like to place a hand over your heart. and connect into that new statement. And repeat it to yourself silently, really allowing it to sink into your heart, into your body. A felt sense of what this feels like when you tell yourself these kind words. Really feel it in your body. How it feels to speak kindly and positively to yourself. And as we begin to close the practice, know that you are capable of anything that you set your mind to. That you have all the love you need, all the courage, the inner strength, the confidence. It all exists within you. It's already here. And know that you can always come back to this inner light of your heart, this light that you've created inside yourself, this inner luminosity at any time. And gradually now begin to deepen your breath again. You might like to roll out through your shoulders and open up through your heart, which also gives you more of a feeling of courage, confidence, just by even shifting your posture. And gradually begin to open your eyes and come back into the space. So just as you're coming back, one other thing that I thought I would share with you as well that's really powerful to build self-love and confidence is mirror work as well. So whatever that statement was, is sitting in front of, yeah, the magpies are warbling in the background, is sitting in front of a mirror and actually saying that statement to yourself, and also saying to yourself, I love you and I accept you just as you are. And that can feel very emotional, it can feel very challenging to do that, but over time it's really powerful to have that reflected back to you. I've done that work a lot. It's incredible. It can be very emotional, but it is so powerful. So I encourage you to try that. If you have any questions, feel free to write in the chat. As you do that as well, just one thing I wanted to share is that I've got a brand new meditation up on my website that's free. It is all about elevating your day. So please feel free to download that if you wish. So it's great to do in the morning, just to sort of build that confidence, set your intention, and really go out in the day, feeling great about yourself. So please grab that. And also my 6-week course. If you want to dive deeper into this work where we really go deep over 6 weeks, it starts next Tuesday, which is all about creating clarity and purpose. So if you'd like to do that, feel free to message me if you've got any questions or you want to know more. There's also a lot more information in the link. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Bronwyn. So nice to have you here. Thank you for everyone that joined. If you're here live or you're watching on the replay, I'm really grateful to you all for being here. So thank you so much. And if you're in Melbourne, have a wonderful day off. Thank you, Kay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day off if you're in Melbourne, but no matter where you are in the world, I hope you have an awesome evening or day, wherever, or weekend, and take care. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Tracy. Good to have you here. And I'll see you soon. Please feel free, if you have any questions, DM me. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks, Kim. I'm glad you enjoyed it. No construction today. That's good. There was a little bit of, there was a few saws going outside in my, I hope you couldn't hear them. Thanks, Anna. I'm not sure who the Flexi Beret is, but thank you for being here. Feel free to write your name in there, the Flexi Beret. It'd be lovely to know who you are. Anyway, everyone, have an awesome day. Take care.